Yeah.
Because now you're given like a very narrow path as far as like material and information. And so then that becomes like your bias, like your judgment. You know what I mean?
Truth.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true.
And so it's like, are you you or are you them? You know what I mean? Because I feel like even in the earlier days of like Instagram, that kind of was a thing like prior to TikTok, right? Is like you have all these influencers, you have all these people that are living like these amazing lives and they're doing fitness, and it's like they're doing everything that you're not doing, and that puts you in like a very, you know, depressed state because your life's not like that, you know what I mean? So
like kind of living like through their lens in a way.
or seeing how your life is not like at a level of where you think it should be, just based off the influence of social media.
Personally, I used to think like that when I would watch a YouTuber and then they would like live a really cool life from my perspective, right? Like they have all this money, they're doing all this cool stuff. I'm like, man, like I get a little like envious in a way.
Right.
But I look at it differently now. Now that I'm a little bit more mature.
Yeah.
Look at it now.
Yeah. What's the?
It's more of like.
It's the cure.
Yeah. What's the shit?
No. So, for example, I was watching Valkyrie and Pokemon.
Shout out Valkyrie.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna admit, because like I do think
podcast now.
hashtag
please.
I mean, they're cuties, so like I'm not gonna deny that. But like just like so, I watched one episode where she bought a new car, and it was like a Lambo, and I was like, normally before I would like, you don't really need that, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you get a little like envious that like they're living their best life.
In Africa,
Yeah, exactly. And but then when when I was watching it, I was like, huh, that's a lot of fun. Like I'm excited to like live that life. It's more of like
Now you're seeing it as opportunity.
yeah. So like it makes me excited of like what's to come.
Right.
And for me, like I talked about this in the podcast before, like money is not the ultimate goal for me. It's more of like my freedom to get to do what I want and to like influence people to, you know, be better.
Right.
So like when I look at all this stuff, like when they do like, oh, house tour, like they live in this like super fancy place, I look at it as like, oh man, like if I can see it, I can believe it, kind of thing.
Can I just acknowledge you for something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I just want to say, you know, your realization that life isn't about money, especially being Filipino immigrants. That's like kind of what's told for us to do. You realizing it at this age, you're like light years ahead of a lot of the population.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people wake up, you know, and thought they made it, but they feel empty inside. And to recognize that early on is, you know, really important.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm also a little bit older, just, you know, but I don't look that way.
The wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wise man.
But yeah, I think it's just like perspective. Like when you look at does your feed affect you?
Right.